Hey guys, this is Luis. I just want to share why it was interesting to learn Japanese, or why did I get interested in studying a different language. Well, we have few reasons for this. One is usually the answer for most of us. The one is for work. So this is usually a prerequisite to work. So you need to know the language to work in that country. So number two is effective communication, and this is also my reason for studying that language. So for effective communication, you get to know the person, the beliefs, traditions, cultures, their perspective, and everything in that country, which is super nice. Number three is that if you love anime or mangas in Japanese format, if you love to read them in Japanese format, then this is also why you would get interested. And we also have this kind of scenario. This is the scenario. So we usually have this when we have, let's say, Japanese or English, Chinese, then you have a Filipino, Tagalog, Cebuano, then when they interact, they sometimes, let's say, misinterpret it in their own language, but they want to get their message across. So now what they do is they need something like Google Translate or some way to develop a skill that would get that would get the meaning to the other person, which is quite fun because it is isn't it quite interesting if we could learn to communicate with a different language, or how they would communicate, how they would say it in their dialect as well. Learn to pronounce their intonation, their diction, how to be a more natural and native speaker in that kind of language, which is super fun and interesting. So, what are your experiences as well when you converse with a different national? Let's say you just met the person and how you guys would interact with that kind of person. How you would how would you get your message across that person? So you now have this thinking, how can I do that? Which led me to studying Japanese. Although, yes, studying a language is somewhat easy, then there are some parts where it is quite difficult. Because you have to learn the alphabet, that's the most fundamental one. But then you also have to learn the hands on communication, which is the speeches. So you at least have to be friends or connect with a native person so that you would learn more and the grammar structure as well of that language. And for sure, in my experience, I have like messaged my friend, my Japanese friend, like so many so many different meanings of the word. So many mistakes, so many wrong grammar structure, which is which is quite fun. And well, there are times that it is frustrating to how did I get that wrong. But yeah, it's super fun to communicate with them and learn to know their cultures, stuffs. So what are your ways as well? Share your experiences when how you communicate with them, and did it get you happy, curious, like how did I deliver the message to them? In You also learn to get to know their perspective, which is quite interesting. So share it, guys. We get to learn everyone's everyone here on how they would communicate with them and what are the experiences What are the interesting facts that they learn about that specific language or that person? Okay, so see you around.